those two things about change?
Those are, yeah, like, those are the two pieces I'm hoping for most.
So when you say change,
that's what I'm looking for. And I'm really hoping that, I'm just really hopeful that there's a possibility that things might change. I think I'm really tentative about that.
Yeah, talk about that some.
I am tentative in how much, like, I'm willing to think that something could change. Because when you hope for something, then you can be let down. And also knowing that we're at a point that if things don't dramatically change, it's going to mean some really ugly consequences. And I also, I'm at a point where I wonder if we've put too much faith in one human being, and there's like a lot of fear around that. And I don't even mean, and how many times is Obama said, he's like, please, this isn't going to be done by one person. It's not done by one person. And part of me is waiting. Part of me is waiting for like a dismantling, like that people will begin to pick him apart bit by bit. And I think anyone who is mixed is a little bit worried about that, because if you are mixed and you've been, you get told on one hand, like, if you're a little black, you're all black. But on the other hand, you'll get things like people handing you a magazine and saying, here, obviously you need some, like, culture here. I'm going to hand you this magazine. I'm going to give you a pop quiz on it on Friday.
You mean you're not black enough, kind of? Okay.
And so it goes back and forth. And part of me thinks, okay, I know that is, like, a commonality among mixed people in general. And I can't imagine at him being a generation older than me what that must have looked like. Or maybe it doesn't look the same. I don't know. But I know within my generation, there is a dismantling of you. And so right now he's got all this support to change things. And when he doesn't change them the way that people think he might, and because he really is talking about equity, he's not talking about an evening, a leveling. He's talking about equity. And when that happens, as a person who's mixed and sees things from multiple perspectives, you really see that the equity doesn't necessarily mean what people of color think it means. And that it might not look the same way that they thought it was going to mean. And then in that, I wonder, are they going to start to pick him apart? Well, he never was really black. Well, he was like, he never did, he doesn't do this, so therefore he isn't. And, and people tend to have like a generalized view of what black is. And I think that's so backwards, because I've known all kinds of black people, and I'd say there's not a whole lot of commonality between them. And people tend to pull it when they want to, like when it serves their purpose.